The Hungaroring is abuzz with excitement as Formula One returns to Hungary for another round. We first came here in 1986 after construction on this purpose-built motorsport facility was completed. The Hungaroring is one challenging succession of corners and turns. With few straights, it's affectionately known as the go-kart circuit. Drivers will have to find a proper rhythm to make the most of the layout, and for cars, low-speed downforce will be paramount. We're about halfway through the season now, and there's still plenty of time for everything to change. All eyes are on the teams and how they tackle the rest of the year. The competition is on.
Hey guys, you join me here, Snow86, and we're back on Formula 1 Manager 2022. So we're back here for the Hungarian Grand Prix, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. We'll see if we can pick up on the pace that we showed in the last Grand Prix, and we'll see can we maybe sneak into the points again with Alex, and hopefully we can try and reduce Theo's mistakes maybe a little bit. Maybe we're putting him under too much pressure with the push and the push. By push I mean max attack on tires and also on the fuel. So we might look at a strategy that reduces the outcome or reduces the chances of Theo having an accident. So we'll see how that plays out for us as well, guys. In terms of upgrades on the car, unfortunately Theo is missing out on the chassis update, but we'll see how we get on anyway. All going well, as I say. Hopefully it won't affect us too much, and hopefully we'll continue our good run of form. So as always, guys, we'll be back here in a second with qualifying, and shortly after that, the race.
After a day of free practice yesterday, we wrap up with a third and final session before moving on to qualifying. By the end of the day, we'll know who's leading at the front, who's packing out the midfield, and who's bringing up the rear. All 20 drivers competing will be pushing their cars to the limit, pushing themselves to the limit too. But if they can push beyond those limits, well, the very best find themselves mounting a challenge for the championship. So get yourselves comfortable, it's going to be quite the ride.
So guys, we're here for the end of Q1. As you can see, everybody has set a time now. Bottas isn't a representative time. I would suggest he'll go quicker. But so far, guys, our drivers are P14, P15 after their first runs, which is it's encouraging, not to say the least. It is encouraging. Haas seemed to have made a slight step forward in for this race. Not sure where that pace has come from, but it looks like we'll be battling the McLarens on both fronts. So we'll just skip here a little bit more and see when we're going to be sending our two guys out for their final runs. So we're all more or less set for it, guys. So as I say, it's been an interesting session in Q1 so far. And we're just going to slow it down now again. So we're getting into the time where we'll be sending everybody out now. So here we go. So we're going to give Theo a first run. He should slip out there, does he? He doesn't. It's a little bit upsetting. So we're just going to speed it up just a fraction and see where Theo will squeeze himself out. It's not looking like it's going to be particularly near the front of the grid. So it looks like we're going to get Theo, and we're going to send out Alex straight behind him, so then we don't get caught up in anything there with Joe and Mick Schumacher. But we're at the back here, guys. So we're just going to get through to our flying laps, and we'll see how we do. Now, as I say, Alex is probably pretty much bolted on for P15, I would suggest. So we might get one of our guys through, but it'd be nice if we could find that extra tent, and or two tent and a half, and jump Lando. And then if Theo can find an extra tent or whatever he needs to stay ahead, it will be interesting to see, guys. But yeah, so far it's been an okay qualifying. As always, we've run our engines on low and stuff in practice, so we're way off the pace in practice. But coming in here to qualifying, we'll see what we can do. So Theo's crossed the line there now. In fact, we'll probably just stay external, because we can see both our drivers if we stay external. And we bring up the timing screen. first sector is just up here at the top of the hill, so we'll see what we get in. Tio's across the line at 27.7. Alex is a lot slower, 27.8. Still quicker than Tio though, which is interesting. Bring up the live views. People are doing 27.6s, so we're not too bad on sector 1. Sector 2 should be coming up pretty quick, and we have our sector 2 times, have we? We do. We've 2 green sectors. Danny Rick has managed this. Very jumping around, it annoys me. Danny Rick is after pumping in a good lap time there, guys. So a lot of it here will come down to Alex's final sector meetings. So we are currently P16, 17. Tio improves. Alex across the line. Alex, I don't think did improve, guys. So I think we have a shorter seg qualifying. Bottas must be running some sort of weaker engine mode or something. I don't know. 5 seconds off the pace there is not pretty good, but that is terribly unlucky. We just missed out. So it looks like McLaren have made a slight step as well, and the Aston Martins are getting a bit closer to us. So it looks like we could be in for an interesting race here, guys. Yeah, that's it. Qualifying is over. We didn't make Q2. That's a little bit disappointing, especially after last week. I was hoping we could slip in there again and do the same again, but unfortunately we just miss out. So with that, guys, we'll be back here in a second with the race.
Drivers are strapping themselves in, ready for race day.
Williams had a good performance in qualifying. Now they'll be eager to demonstrate that they can have an even better race. AlphaTauri did rather well in qualifying. Let's see if they can manage to achieve a strong start for the race itself. And the sun is shining bright here today. This is perfect weather for teams and drivers alike to show us what they're capable of.
And we're 70 laps away then from the conclusion of this Hungarian Grand Prix. And each and every one of them is sure to be thrilling.
So we're just here before the race, guys, and something just to note is there's been a lot of grid penalties, so our starting position will be P12 and P13. So a couple of drivers have dropped below us on the grid, so expect them maybe to make their way through. Hungarian can be tricky enough to overtake, so we're going to go for a one-stop strategy, running the mediums off the line and then hards to the finish. So that is our plan, guys. So we'll be back here in a second, and we'll be setting off from 5 lights on the grid.
As the sun continues to shine, it seems like nothing can dampen the mood of excitement here at the track. Here we have Alexander Albon. They're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. And looking at the second Williams car. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. Will their hard work pay off today? And here we go, with the Hungarian Grand Prix.
So here we go, guys, 5 lights and we are away.
And away we go.
So as always, we're going to go max attack off the line and see what we can do. On board here with Tio. He didn't get a great launch, not sure why, but Alex is doing okay. He's holding position. Getting attacked a little bit there from Danny Rick, but I think he'll hold on.
That's a lot of overtakes, and Williams are falling behind.
And Tio's after. Ooh, there goes Danny Rick up the inside.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Hopefully we can deploy here, and yes, we do. So Tio's down to P14. Vettel managed to get him. Not sure how that happened, but he did. So we're just going to go neutral on Tio and keep there. And Alex, I think we might be able to get Lando here somewhere. Oh, that's going to allow Danny Rick in. So we're just going to go neutral here as well for a second. So Tio's has managed to get Vettel, which is good for us.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
And we someone go wide there. I think that was Bottas. Or else Joe. Either way, he's gone to the back of the grid. So we're up to P10, guys, with Alex, which is fantastic
Was that a
running.
lock-up on the track?
And Tio now is P11. So far a good start for us, guys. Now we're going to just go deploy here and see can we do something on Lando. I think he's holding us up just a fraction. And we don't want to let Magnussen get away because that DRS will be powerful to us later on. Oh, that was a good chance of going up the inside there. Didn't quite make it. So we're going to aim for down the start finish straight, and DRS will be enabled now. So it's inviting we get in this. There goes Alex shooting for the outside, guys. So has he got enough to do it? We'll see. I think the answer is yes, possibly. And we're going to then have to do this and this. And the same here. So I'm hoping now that we're on flat out attack. Actually, he needs to be running there. So they're running slightly different races. Hopefully the idea is that with Alex we can just hang on the back here of Magnussen, and that will enable us to pick up a few places, which is be handy. And I'd say because Lando now will have DRS, he should close up pretty quick to the back of us as well. It's good so far, guys. So good. Who are the people who started below us? Like Gasly, Charles Leclerc, Alonso, Joe, who did drop to the back. Mick Schumacher is also a little bit quicker. So a little bit of a mixed up field. We'll see how it unfolds during the race. But as it stands, guys, we're P9. So if we can bring this home, we'll would be in a good place. We'll jump on board with Tio because Tio can see what Lando is doing. And we just need to conserve our fuel here a little bit again and see can we bring things back. So Alex is getting pretty racy up there, guys. It's good to see. Now we might just ask him maybe to hang tough on this pace, although he's going first. He's going first. Better deploy because otherwise he's going to get mugged. Oh my god. Alex has just done that, guys. So Alex has managed to get K-Mag there. So that's fantastic from Alex. He's really putting in a good stint here. And with DRS we are down the outside. So we're just going to now get Alex to push on. Because he's got a little bit of fuel extra that he can burn. So can we get onto the back of Ocon? Be fantastic if we can. I honestly think you might get the back of Ocon here, guys. I think we have it. Just gonna have to deploy in and out of the last couple of corners just to make sure we get it.
And that's the lockup.
Verstappen run wide, so now we have a few people there. But that should be us in DRS range, which is good, guys. This is a good start. We're up to P7 here with Alex. Now we're going to have to get him to back off again and just save a little bit of fuel. I would expect he should be well able to keep up with Ocon. Our gaps aren't accurate. So where is Tio? Tio is all the way down in 11th still. K-Mag is after managing to get back into 8th, so Tsunoda really lost out on that interchange. And this might enable us just to gap K-Mag just a little bit. And this should enable us to close up to Ocon. There we go. Jesus, Alex has gone for a knock-on, guys. We're through a knock-on.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
I genuinely don't think we have the pace to hang with Max Verstappen. He is slowly pulling away from us, but if we can fight away there with Ocon, that'll be okay. Now what can we do with Tio, guys? He's dropping off the back of... No, he's not. He's right on the back of Lando. I thought he dropped off, but he didn't. Lando doesn't have DRS, so we're through on that. guys, this is turning out to be a fantastic start to the Grand Prix for us.
And a new position, just gained by
So
Williams.
Ocon has managed to go back through an Albon, that's understandable. They'll probably battle away there for a while. But if we can just be slowly pulling away, that'll be okay with me. So now we have a lot of battery with Tio, so I think we probably can deploy here and just try and eke a little bit closer. Let's see if we can get right onto the back of Magnussen. That'll be an excellent result for us. Should get the overtake done here. And we'll have DRS on the next corner. So we're just going to let Tio push away here just a little bit and see can we close up. And we've managed to gap Bottas, which is handy, and now we're under the magic 1 second mark onto the back of K-Mag. Just stay deploying just a little bit longer. We're going neutral now. This should enable us to close up, guys. With DRS we should be able to get nicely ahead of Bottas there, which is good for us. And for some odd reason both my drivers are extremely racy today because they're pushing extremely hard on both of them. We'll just jump on board with Alex here, see how he's doing. Ocon seems to be settling into a bit of a higher race pace than what we can maybe maintain, but let's see. We'll get DRS again down the main straight, that's the main thing. Bottas definitely has pace on Tio. He's able just to maintain that gap. And there we go. So that will enable us to close up, so that's okay. So now Alex really needs to just conserve just a little bit for a while. So we're going to just set him into a conservative mode and see can he hang here on the back of Ocon, because this will really drag us up and give us a fantastic effort. Leclerc slowly making his way up the grid. He's up to P13. Just got both McLarens. So I'm not really sure this is a better start to the race than I thought we'd have, guys. So I'm pretty excited about it. Pretty happy with it as well, to be honest. So no need to overtake just yet. Oh, he's done that. So we're going to have to do a little bit of recharging here as well. With Alex, so we need to be strategic. Maybe just do a little bit of it here actually. And then when we get to the start finish straight we can just open up again. Tio's after getting Magnussen. Oh my god, Tio is flying. So we're just going to go back to neutral here and use it up.
Alpine just advanced.
So guys, a very interesting start to the race we've had here. It's going to be a bit to and fro, but Tio now is just going to kind of maybe slow people down just a little bit. People can't get past him. Naturally Magnussen is probably in a faster car, but looks like Lewis is doing a 2-stop. He's pitting early. And the DRS kicks in there, so we're up to P6 with Alex, guys. Did we get an overtake done? We did, so we're just going to harvest again a little bit now for around the lap.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
And all these little bits, guys, can really help towards the end of the race, so it is interesting. Now Hamilton pitted early, came out P17, guys, so it's definitely going to be a factor here in our race. We don't want to pit too early. And the fact that we can now conserve our tyres just a fraction as well really does aid our cause. And we're saving a bit of fuel. And we managed to stay ahead of Ocon there. I was shocked at that one. And we still managed to stay ahead of Ocon, so that's okay for us,
Is
guys.
that a new race position for Haas?
Quick look at the weather. It doesn't look like it's going to rain. It's just going to be fairly overcast. Tio lost out big time there. Down 2 places now, guys. And Gasly's hot in his heels, with Leclerc hot in his heels. Followed by Norris and Snow. This was a bit of a train. Developing there. So this could potentially be where Tio loses out on the points, and I think he does have DRS, thank God for that. Oh, lots of people pitting, so it looks like lots of people are going to be going for the 2-stop strategy today, guys. We've opted for the 1. We'll see how different that makes our race, but so far it's so good for us. We're up to P3 and P5. And as I say, if we can just conserve our tyres just a fraction, which we are, we can extend our next run, which will be fantastic, guys. So Perez is now in the pits as well, but I don't think we'll probably get him. He'll have enough pace to pit and come out. Still in second place. And again, we'll get DRS down the main straight. So looking pretty good there for Tio. And there is Alex now running all on his lonesome. So this group is going to catch up, and Tio probably could do a little job here for us.
Just gained by Williams.
Do we ask Tio to slow people down? Oh, what a job, what a job. Can he hold them both off again? Yes, he can. So we're going to do the hold back cars again, and this just gives Alex a chance here to maybe stay ahead of 1 or 2 people. Now Gasly's looking pretty feisty there, so we're kind of using our cars in a oh wow, Gasly just went for that. Now we should get DRS again on Gasly. We should overtake him. That is fantastic. And now we leave Tio just do his thing. He managed to give Alex a little bit of breathing space, which is fantastic. So a little bit of trickery coming into the race strategy here, and when they close back up, we might ask Tio to go a little bit more defensive again. But to be honest, the 2 cars that are behind Leclerc and Gasly are definitely quicker and have been all year, so the fact we're just being a pain in the side here now by doing this it's okay with me. Gasly is pretty racy, that's one thing I've noticed with him. So I don't think they'll be able to overtake here. And if he can hold them off again, it'll be fantastic. He can't, so we're just going to go for whole cars behind. See, can we just upset them all again a little bit. Now, as I say, Gasly's pretty racy. He doesn't like sitting behind for too long, so expect him to come shooting by at some stage. But now this is affecting Tio's race, I won't lie, but by playing the ultimate team game as we are here, I just unclick it again. See what he can do going down the back straight. Gasly got out that time, so he's through, and I think Leclerc might get through. So there goes any chance of fighting that one back.
Alpha Tauri gained a place.
But we managed to give poor old Alex a bit of breathing space again. So how are we looking on the pit window? So thankfully Alex is managing to extend. So is Ting. So I think we could probably now push Alex and gain a lap. But do we do it straight away? It's just so hard to actually know if we run here now for a while like this. Tio should be fine. We could probably make Tio attack. The question is with Alex. Now the boys are after catching, so we're going to go for attack mode here. So we're going to get both drivers attacking here just for the next 5 or 6 laps and see what we can do on pit stop strategy. But so far so good. And we won't pit until we absolutely have to. But so far so good, guys. Alex is showing good pace. Verstappen now is right behind Theo. There goes Gasly, shot by it really, to be fair. And I would expect Leclerc, there he goes. So we might just be able to hang now on the back of the Ferrari.
That's a position gained for AlphaTauri.
And this will enable Alex again to save a little bit of fuel. And again, these cars are quicker, so we'd expect them to come through on us. But yeah, it's just the way it is. We're still doing okay though. P5, P7. We're not near our pit strategy yet. Just going to deploy just a little bit here to stay in the DRS for another lap. Yep, we managed to do that. That was important. We should get it here again on Gasly, so we should close right up on Gasly now. And again, Leclerc is after getting through, so I think Leclerc will disappear from Gasly. But hopefully we can stay with Gasly. That'll be handy for us. So just about managing that pace just a little bit, and we're approaching 26 laps in now. So and Alex now is getting close to his pit stop window, so he's a few laps out from it. The next lap is the window. So I think we might be able to extend Alex by a lap or two, which will enable him to push on at the end of the race as well, which is fantastic. And Theo has another lap to go, so don't overtake, don't overtake. He's overtaken. Oh, well, it's good. It is good. I'd like him just to sit on Gasly though and be drafted ahead by Gasly.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Probably won't always happen that way, but alas, Gasly is a racy competitor and hopefully doesn't stick his nose down the inside anywhere. You can see Leclerc is really quick. He's 2.5 seconds already up the road, and that's after only what, a lap and a half, 2 laps. So that's pretty impressive. And Verstappen now will catch us, I'd say, because we're messing around here unless Gasly comes by us. Gasly doesn't come by us. There he goes. So again, hopefully we can stick on his tail. And we're just managing ever so slightly to keep Verstappen at bay for a little bit longer. Theo's doing a good job on Alonso, so that's all good so far, guys. So praying that, I think everybody did do the one stop today. Most people pitted for hards, so they could be running longer on their hards towards the end. So we should have fresher tires. So that'll be interesting as well to see how that plays out. And that's it. Just sit there. That's fine, Alex. So we can probably drop Alex back to aggressive on the tyres, and if he can stay with Gasly, that'll be okay with me, because he can extend his run and push harder on the hards later, if that makes any sense at all. I don't know. Theo is still mentioned to hold up Fernando Alonso, so that's okay as well. Should have DRS here on the main straight, which is good. So we're going to ignore that. Oh, he's going to do it. He did that. That's okay. So we should get another lap, if not 2 laps out of Alex, which is actually better than I thought we'd get, guys. And that should enable us just to extend the way ever so slightly. Theo, we should be able to get another lap to out of Theo as well, and that might enable him to push hard, although we weren't looking to do that with Theo, as I know he does tend to make the odd mistake. But so far it's okay. So we're just going to ignore both our planned pit stops and see how we go here, guys. Oh, Gasly is pitted, so it's now Verstappen on our tail. So we'll be interested to see where we come out compared to Gasly. This is fairly tense at the moment, guys, not going to lie. So we're just going to get Alex now to push on because he can really burn up these tyres now. We're going to do one more lap. We're going to go push and push on the lap. Leave nothing on the table. I'd assume Verstappen will come by. There he goes. So we're definitely pitting this
Seems to
lap.
have been a lockup.
Pit this lap. So we could double stack, but I think I'm just going to let Theo do the one extra lap. He was always planning to go one extra lap than Alex, but the tyre wear isn't as bad as we thought it would be. So this is fantastic for us. Leclerc is also in the pits. So we're just going to jump on board here with Theo, and we're also going to get Theo now to push flat out on his final lap. And we're going to plan it there now. Pit options, pit for hards. And Hamilton is right on the back of Theo. And what's interesting is where does Gasly... Ooh, we managed to... Whew. That is fantastic for us, guys. So we're just going to settle our pace just a little bit, try and conserve a little bit of fuel. We're going to go balanced here because we're burning through the fuel like there's no tomorrow. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there, but Theo's in the pits. So Theo should be out around the Ocon Magnussen battle. Depends on how good our pit stop is. 2.5 seconds. That is racy. There goes Ocon Magnussen, so he's out just in front of Alonso, which is okay. We're just going to get him to look after his tyres. Oh, how did that happen? So we're just going to deploy and so you can be again stay with Gasly. Gasly appears to be quick. We're going to take a chance here with Alex and just push him on. Oh man, I don't think we're going to get Gasly, are we? Oh, Gasly's quick. So far, guys, we're P9, P13 with our guys.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
Alonso overtakes Theo. And Theo now drops there a little bit. But we can get Theo just to deploy a little bit. We might see can we stay with Alonso. Are these guys pushing at this stage of the race, or I don't know, is the hard just not on us? Yep, just doesn't seem to be the hard tire, doesn't seem to be working, so I don't know, have we made a critical mistake here, guys, but we will see, we will see. I think, to be honest, I could probably put Theo to attack as well, but I'm just going to see how it goes. I need to do a quick update of Alex's race strategy. We're going to edit and we're going to change the pace. And we can't change the lap, but I think by keeping him on this, Alex should be fine on his tires, considering we stretched it an extra couple of laps. So that might make all the difference for us at the end, guys. I think, to be honest, Theo probably could be pushing flat out as well, and we're going to do it. Gonna do it. So all to play for at the moment, guys. It is just fizzling out just a little bit at the moment, but we'll see. Now the question is, are these guys going to pit again? My answer is they probably will have to. It seems a long way to go for anybody in 70% tires. So Russell, Hamilton, Bottas, Magnussen, Ocon, Joe, Tsunoda will all probably pit again. Stroll will pit again. So there's a chance. There is a chance, guys. Is a chance.
I think we've had a car run wide.
So let's
take a look
running
at the
wide
replay.
and see.
Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin. They've gone wide. They won't be happy about that. The team are really
Big
disappointed
shouts
with
and
that.
no from Aston
Let's
Martin,
hope
but I
it
don't
doesn't
think
set
that's
them
the
back
worst
too
in the
badly.
world. Again, for a new game, there is going to be these odd bugs in it, and there are a couple in it, but I think the gameplay, for the most part, for me, is quite enjoyable. The strategy side of life and what we tend to do, if we get a safety car, do we pit, you know, all these good things come into
Someone
play.
spun out.
Oh, someone
We can
spun this
take a
time, so
look
we'll
now.
watch Norris spin.
Watch this. We're looking at Lando Norris.
That's into turn 3, just loses
They
the
lose
rear.
it there. That's the spin.
That's a big one. That's a big one. So what's good for us, guys, is we are ahead of both McLarens on pace and pace alone. We have kind of split the Haas cars, but in qualifying these cars just seem to have an advantage on us. Don't know where that comes from. And we're actually racing Alpines, so it's not been a bad outing. Now I know the grid has been shook up just a little bit, but hopefully we've enough pace to stay ahead of K-Mag, and if we can, he might hold up Alonso Ocon. Yeah, there could be a chance for points. Could be a chance of points, guys. So we're just going to jump here, and we're just going to speed it up ever so slightly. Just let it run. We don't have any pit stops to worry about, so we're just looking at our tyre wear and what others are doing around us. Both Mercedes are running nose to tail. Interesting. So two Red Bulls have split the Ferraris, and then it's just a mix up then for the rest, the best of the rest. So the top 3 teams are the top 3 teams. There's no denying that. But when it comes into the last 3-4 places on the grid for points, at the moment we're kind of in the mix. Don't want to speak too soon, but we're gapping Magnussen slowly. Alonso's catching him slowly. Hopefully K-Mag can be a bit of a roadblock. And the answer is no. Alonso goes straight through on K-Mag. So that's not good. Hopefully K-Mag can stay within the second and get him back on down this straight. Yes. Thank God for that. So that should enable Alex now again just to keep pulling. Now the gap is down to 3.4, so they're using DRS. And that's the way they can slowly catch me. So yeah, it's a little bit of a strategic battle here at the moment, guys. How are we looking on tyres? Yeah, he's using them. They're both using them. So it's going to be interesting, guys. We're just going to chop it up another bit and see how it goes. Alonso now I think might have gapped K-Mag enough. Yep, he has. So Alonso now is going to be the worry for us. So he's got the gap down to 2.4. Tio running strong in P13. So Alonso's the one making moves here, guys. K-Mag had an
Looks like
issue.
there's been a lockup. Let's
So
see
we'll
what
watch that,
happened
because
there.
that could be big for
All
Tio.
eyes on Kevin Magnussen here. It's a lockup,
He
and
didn't
that could
crash,
be
but he
costly.
definitely locked up. So that's okay. That gives us a bit of breathing space to see what Alonso does when he comes up to the back of us. And also closes Magnussen, Ocon and Tio together. So opportunities are big in there, guys. But I don't know, is Tio ready for points? We'll never say never. Will our 2 cars go through? Oh, we just missed out there on the back of Haas. Now Alonso, that he's lost DRS, is still catching us, but it's a lot slower than what he was doing with DRS. So its gap is down to 2.1. Hopefully, do we go through? No, but K-Mag goes through. And we don't go through there. So it's going to be a battle back there. And we have a battle up front. So now Verstappen is in the pits. That's his second pit stop. Hamilton is in the pits. That's also his second pit stop. Bottas is in the pits. So we get both of them. So now we're up to P7. But Hamilton is right behind Alonso. And Bottas is behind Tio. So interesting to see how this all plays out now, guys. Lance Stroll come out of the pits. Oh my god. That one move there could cost us big, guys. That is so unlucky. because we were doing so well, and now Alonso's gap is down to 1 second. So that was big. That was big. Now Russell is in the pits, guys. And yep, we jump Russell. Well, anyway, slow down for him. K-Mag might end up getting caught there. Pressure on, guys. Alonso's within the DRS range. What do we do? Don't really have the fuel to push, but we could use a little bit of deployment here. And just see, can we stretch that ever so slightly. Oh, I think he still got it. I think he still got it. Yep, he got it. So that is us going to be under pressure here, guys. Oh. Oh, Alex, he's down to P11. Oh, guys. Oh, Alex, I think, has just thrown it away.
A position gained for Alfa Romeo.
We might as well watch this. We see Alex parked on the side of the road.
The Alfa Romeo involved in this one.
Wouldn't really say involved in it, but yep, Alex slow to get going. Oh, that's devastating, guys. Have we just thrown away a point? No, we still have Theo in the points, so we still have something to play for. But yeah, that's upsetting. That is upsetting. Theo or Alex was having such a great race, guys. A little bit crestfallen, I won't lie. So we'll see what Theo can do, guys. If he can get a point, it'll be fantastic. We won't begrudge in that. Bottas is slowly catching. And we're tucked up under the wing of a Ferrari, so we'll take that. Just follow that Ferrari around. That will do nicely. Oh, Alex had the mistake. I just wasn't ready for that mentally. I'm a little bit devastated over it, guys. So still can be a good weekend for us. A point is better than nothing, and hopefully Theo can bring that home. So we'll have to just see here. Bottas is catching though, so we're just going to speed it up again there for a little bit, guys. So and see, can Alex do anything maybe to close up as well on Bottas? Gap is 3 seconds, kind of hovering around the 3-second mark. Oh, Theo's up.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Oh my god, we need to watch that, guys.
Now
I wasn't
we see the
watching.
Williams here.
Theo goes through on Mangus into P9. They nearly make contact. And
there they go,
DRS, and he's
up.
away. So Theo, guys, is making moves. And that is George Russell right in front of him. Alex. So Alex is locked up twice now. That's really going to pay. And that is Mick Schumacher on the tail now of things.
Haas with an overtake there.
It's all kicking off now, guys.
Yep, okay.
Alex with 2 lockups. Oh, it's devastating. Now George Russell is just 1.2 seconds up the road, and there he is, going through in the shot. So if we get the slingshot here again of DRS, we might get onto the back of Russell, guys. Well, we get the job done here. Go on, son. Now we need to be feisty here because we need to work out how we're going to do this. Do we go
and
push?
A new position, just gained by Williams.
We're going to take the chance, guys. Hopefully Theo can hold on. K-Mag probably will come down somewhere. No, it doesn't do it here. Doesn't do it there, so interesting. That's probably going to give George Russell the breathing space he needs just to create that gap up to 2.5 seconds, and that will probably put pay to our fight there. But we are stretching, well, we're holding Bottas at bay, guys. We're fighting nicely with K-Mag. So we just asked Alex to back off a bit because 2 lockups, he's going to wreck his tyres and we need to get him to the end of the race. Theo is doing okay so far, but we might have to ask him to back up as well. Oh, I get the feeling like P11 is going to be on the cards and it's just going to be so upsetting. Just another one of these weekends where we could have scored good points and we've seemed to have messed it up somehow. I'm not fully sure how yet, but anyway, Bottas is slowly catching us now again. We do with K-Mag going by, but I don't think he's going to, is he? Nope. Theo holds on. Mick Schumacher now is ahead of Alex.
Haas with an
Alex
overtake.
is dropping off the back of him. So we just need Alex to maintain that and try and get back in under the wing of Mick, which I think he's doing there nicely. So he has, so we can go back to aggressive. Wow, that car.
Oh, they've run wide.
So that kind of neutralizes that. Vettel runs wide. I think Theo's going to have to ease up here. His tyre life is going to be critical.
They've lost control and spun.
Yep, there goes Bottas into the DRS range. So Valtteri Bottas is going to join this party soon, guys. The only good thing for us is straight line speed. We're holding that Haas up pretty well. That is good. But in terms of us staying ahead of Bottas, I don't know what's going to happen. Bottas is wickedly quick. And we'd expect him to make a move on Magnussen. Now the only good thing, hopefully they fight with each other and we can maybe just pull away ever so slightly. As K-Mag will have to go very defensive with Bottas. Oh, he's going to get us. No, the great defensive driving. And there goes Bottas. There's the move done on K-Mag. But Theo's doing some fantastic driving there, guys. So I think Alex's tyre life now is at a stage where he probably should see the checkered flag if we run him to attack. Oh, I don't know. I think, if anything, I think we need to drop Theo back a bit, but I just need the points. Here comes Valtteri Bottas. Will he go for it here? He's not. But he will dive here, will he? No, he won't. Theo is doing a great job, guys.
And there's an overtake
Albon
from
manages
Williams.
to get Mick. So still all to play for, guys. 4 laps to go. 4 laps. Oh, Valtteri's coming hard. There goes K-Mag on the outside. Oh, they're getting interesting there behind themselves. There goes Bottas down the inside. So now we need to stick with Valtteri if we can.
Alfa
we will just
Romeo
keep the
just
DRS.
moved up a
We should
place.
be okay. This is still a good weekend for us, guys. P10 and P12. If you told me that at the start of the weekend, I would have taken it. It is one World Championship point, or means something in the constructors. So yeah, we won't say no just yet. Is K-Mag outside the DRS? No. That graphic lied to me. Oh, Tio's been bold. Tio's down the inside, 3 laps to go, guys. So now we're just going to go to Ultra Harvest mode.
And a new position just
We're also
gained
going
by
to go
Williams.
just go aggressive on the tyres. We're going to go back to attack, back to neutral. So we just got to give Tio something that he can defend with for his life on the last lap. Wow, Boris just exploded
Looks like
there.
that was a position gained
Where
for
did that
Alfa
come from?
Romeo.
Oh, that's just absolutely destroyed us there, guys.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
Oh no! Oh, guys, I think that's it.
They've locked up and gone straight on.
2 laps to go. Tio comes back to bite us. Oh, that's it. Oh. I'm very upset about all this. Very upset about all this. Is the only thing I can say, guys. Yep, I'm pretty devastated. Just gonna get Alex flat out last lap. We gotta get Alex up to P12 at least. Some bit of redemption for just the way the race has unfolded for us, guys. It's devastated. It's actually terrible. Should get him here on the next one. Oh, he's not. Oh my god. Where are you gonna get this move done, Alex? I'm just gonna have to go deploy here. Yeah. Somebody's crossed the line for us. We don't care. We're just looking to see, can we get Mick Schumacher. I don't think we're going to get this done,
And
guys.
Sainz crosses the line first. He's taken the win.
Keep it on deploy. Oh my god. We're out of DRS.
Okay.
Oh, guys, what a race, what a race. Oh, I don't know what to say, I really don't. And I suppose, firstly, in terms of race pace, it's actually a fantastic result for us. Certainly wasn't expecting it. So, to be fair, to have 2 cars, P11 and P13, is not the end of the world, especially heading into the summer break. Could we have scored points? Definitely. Should we have? Possibly. But we didn't. But we'll take it. It was a good race result for Williams, guys, considering I was expecting to be fighting with McLaren's after qualifying. So, and we have a couple of upgrades coming during the summer break that should kick on the cars for Spa on. So, second half of the season, guys, might be
Williams
just a
have
little
got to
bit
be
better
happy
than
with their
what we were
results here.
planning.
This was good
Now,
work.
other teams
Not
will be
bad at
upgrading
all.
as well,
Team
so
in the
we'll have
pits
to see
will be
where the
happy with that.
balance falls out and where we
After the
shake
race,
out.
they sit in 7th place in the constructor standings.
Next time,
7th
the
place
teams will be
halfway,
adding
just
another
over
year
halfway
to the
through.
legend of Spa-Francorchamps. Anything can happen at the
next?
Belgian Grand Prix.
So it will be interesting times, guys, to see what can happen. Yeah, will be interesting. So with that said, guys, I think we'll call it here. This has been the Hungarian Grand Prix, and I've been Snowman 86, and it's been a great race, but just a poor finish. I think it's probably the best way of putting it. Definitely points were on the board there for us. We just didn't execute. So that is sad. But guys, until next time, as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all again. Take care.